black people would say, "You're turning on your own kind." And it's like, I'm your creator. I'm not your own kind. And it's different. Like I said, I created the galaxy that's coming towards us right now. That's going to hit us in about 680 billion years or million years. And not your kind, never was. Very much a higher form of life form at one point in time. And yeah, and I created you, and then you went nuts. And basically tried to enslave everyone and whip everyone. Like I say, no black people were ever whipped in the making of this existence. No black people were ever abused or enslaved. They didn't even work on the farms, believe it or not. They never picked cotton. Sorry. Black people would say, "We cut our fingers on the cotton." It's like, actually, I had thimbles and thimble gloves. You know the thimble gloves? You know the thimble gloves? If you had actually picked cotton, you black piece of shit, you would know about the thimble gloves. But if you're a fucking liar that never picked cotton and is just fucking lying about it, then you wouldn't know about the thimble gloves, would you? You might think that thimble goes on your pinky. Actually, it went on your whole hand, and there was actually a glove that went around it that would actually protect the fingers of the... Because picking cotton isn't all that hard. You can just go... And if you had actually picked cotton, you piece of shit black people, you would actually know that basically you wore a glove and you picked cotton. Because black people would say, "Yeah, we picked that cotton until our hands bled." It's like, no, you didn't. We provided you with gloves so you could pick the cotton. And if you were black and you actually picked cotton, you would know that there were gloves, so you didn't prick your fingers. Because, yeah, it's sharp. So, the thimbles, one for each finger, you put them on, and they're little metal thingies, and they grip a little bit. That's why they have little bumpies on them. And you go... until we could come up with a machine that picked up four people. Which took a while. Because we needed cotton anyway, so they went out there and they picked it, and they picked it. And cotton is a genetic crop that actually began on an island somewhere, which I had the only cotton ever, and all that other stuff, and actually kept it there, and actually slowly mixed it in with the cloth and stuff like that. The wool, cotton and wool is basically the thing, but it was too fuzzy, so it gave my uniforms and the clothes a fuzzy look, and I was like, that's too fuzzy. It doesn't look clean enough. I was like, that's fuzzy. I don't like my people looking fuzzy. I mean, it did. It looked fuzzy. It didn't look clean. It didn't look nice. It didn't look like this. And so I was like, now we're gonna have to spend more money. It'll all have to be redone. And I was like, no, that's okay. I mean, it's okay for what we got now, but we can do a little better. And so more money. Paid more money and directed more people to work, and of course more food. And so, I just kept my people working. And one day, aha, we have it. Anyway, so and then the first day the polyester came out, and then of course making the polyester for my soldiers, and then slowly but surely making polyester for everyone else. Like I said, if you were a part of it, you would know that. But there's a lot of people that weren't really a part of it. They were liars and thieves. Killers. Like I said, there's a runway on the island. There's an island, and I believe the Chinese were involved in this too. I think the Chinese were involved in this because they were there. They had my steam stuff, and we were making the land flat for the cotton. And so, like I say, I love you, China. I love you, and Ireland, and other countries. I love you. I will always love you. You're awesome. Don't let them say anything different. Anyway, so we went through the ground, and we mulched up the ground, got the ground all nice and clean, and exploded stuff, and we built stuff, and we did all these farms in this runway. And then we planted all the cotton out there, and then provided the gloves so we could go. And then we made the machine that could harvest it, and then we planted elsewhere. And we did test crops and stuff like that. So that's where the cotton and the thimble, which they say came from ancient Egypt. It's an ancient Egypt thing. Oh, it's like, no, it's not. It's not ancient Egypt. That's me and my cotton farms. Like I said, I had an island. We cleaned off the island. We mined it or something, open pit mined it or something like that. We mined it and cleaned it all off. Mined it! No, we mining as in creating dirt, mining the rock to make metal. And then we smoothed it all off. Then we added fertilizers. We had cows there and all kinds of stuff there. Moo, poop, moo, poop. And then we added a little bit of what's called I think ammonium nitrate or something like that to get it all nice and fertile. And then we watered it, and then we grew these crops of cotton. And then people went out there and they picked it, and then we used that and we tested it out and we mixed it with the wool, and then we made clothes, and then manufacturing, and then and we got it all done and stuff like that, and then we made machines for that, and then we started planting test crops out there, one by one. There's a couple test crops right next to the White House and some other stuff. There's test crops right there, I believe cotton and wheat and some other places. And then we started growing cotton and wool and stuff. But like I said, we were still working on it. Was too fuzzy. I mean, it was nice, but it was okay and it was great and it worked. But I mean, it wasn't quite, not quite, it's not epic. It wasn't epic. So we were going for epic, like China would know this. We were going for epic, and we we're going for next generation, next level. And we finally got it with the polyester and stuff like that. And we finally got it so it wasn't so fuzzy. And we finally, it takes a long time to do this stuff, And anyway, anyone who is epic, who is part of it, knows this. Anyway, and yeah, so anyway, my curved, and I had curved wheels there too. By the way, I had my curved. I had this great big digger. It was these giant curved wheels, and they were sharpened on the end, and they would just, and it was hooked to a big steam engine. The steam engine would run, turn the wheel, and the wheel had a big chain or something like that, and it went out to the front, or a steam to a thingy like that. And it would spin this great big huge wheel that had these curved spokes on it and go. And it was like a giant auger. It would just auger out. There's like a line of these. Like it shows it. A picture of them. There's a line of these curved spoked wheels coming from this main thing, and like crazy tech. I guess they poured it out of cast iron or something, but it wasn't cast iron. It was steel. Like they went like really like amazing steel workmanship. Like amazing, and they would auger the ground, and this thing was probably 10 feet wide or more, and it just go, and I think it might have moved on a slow jack push forward, set down, and what's called, it would just slowly move forward and would basically just go through anything. It would go through mountains or hills or whatever and just rake it up and cut through the dirt pretty easily, and then it would just kind of make passes like this. And they tried to dig up the dirt basically, kind of like rippers, like an active ripper thing, kind of. I mean, they upgraded over the years, but yeah, basically that's what it was. And then we planted the cotton, and then we had a runway there, and we would fly the cotton off for tests and stuff like that. And then later on, we had a shipping port, I believe, and we loaded up. That was my secret cotton crop. So anyway, and then we had the thimble gloves, which is basically a glove, it's a cotton glove or whatever. Or I mean a wool glove or something with little thimble things that were sewn on, little thimbles, and one for each finger. And like I said, so if you're black and you said that you cut your fingers on the cotton, no, you're lying. We provided gloves. Everyone had a glove, 2 gloves, at least 1 or 2 gloves, and they were provided to the black people or anyone that was picking my cotton, because I was like that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, like I said, the black people generally whip people. It wasn't they didn't get whipped. They dished out the whipping. So, yeah, and raped a lot of people. So, anyway, and they only prized the true black people or true white people. And I'm like, fuck that, fuck you, fuck off. Go fuck your mother or something like that. I don't give a fuck. You're a piece of shit. And you deserve to be shot in the head for that. Because it's just in slavery and it's just wrong. And it was counterproductive anyway. So, yeah, call me disrespectful, but I'm the creator of life form types. So, I don't really have to be respectful. I I said I created the galaxy that's about to hit us, and this one. So it's like whatever, you know.